Dear students, today we will discuss the partial modal free energy. Okay, the free energy, the concept was given by the Gibbs. The available energy for to do the work is called as the free energy. Given the notation for free energy is G, and it is an extensive property. Extensive property means their free energy is depends upon number of quantity of substance is depends upon mass. Therefore, this quantity is under the extensive property. Therefore, it depends upon number of moles along with at a particular temperature and pressure. Therefore, here this stand for the free energy is a function of number of moles, also temperature and the pressure. Therefore, change in free energy for such systems when the property is depends upon number of variables, we have to use the partial differentiation methods. In this method, one of the variables we change and other all variables is kept constant. If suppose we have a system, in this system there are number of substances there, n1 mole substance, n2 mole substance, n3 mole substance and so on. There are nth number of substance be present in a particular system. And therefore, our free energy, okay, this free energy is depends upon number of moles, okay, that is n1, n2, n3 and nth times, and at a particular temperature and a pressure. Okay, therefore, G is a function of all these variables. Okay, therefore, it means G is a change when we change all these variables. Along the change of variables, our free energy is also changed. And for obtaining change in free energy, okay, suppose G means the very small in change in free energy can be calculated by using the partial differentiation. Okay, by using the partial differentiation we can find the free energy for a system. Now, during the find out this free energy, we have to change one of the variables and kept all other variables constant. If suppose we take the first variable temperature, we have changed the temperature and all other variables kept the constant. Then this temperature gives the change in free energy del G upon del T. Okay, all the free variables we put at the bottom of this bracket. Therefore, we have to keep the constant things is this pressure n1, n2, n3 and nth moles we have kept the constant. Therefore, pressure we have kept constant. Then n1, n2 and so on, nth we kept the constant, and dt plus we change the pressure and all these quantities remains constant. Therefore, del P upon dP, del P into dP Okay, then we have to keep the constant temperature n1, n2, so on, ni times moles we keep the constant, plus we have del g del n1. Okay, we have finished the temperature. Okay, this okay, sorry, in this case del g. Okay, therefore del g at this numerator you have kept the constant, and the quantity change you written here and here. Okay, del t and dt common, and dg is common. Okay, this dg is common, del t dt dg. If you change the pressure, dp del p dp. Okay, same way del n1, then in this place you have to write the del dn1 plus so on for n2. Okay, for n2 we can write del g upon dn2. Okay, this quantity dl2 we have to write the dn2 plus so on up to the ith components del ni dni. We can write this. Okay, this all this after partial differentiation and summation we obtain the change in free energy. Now the quantity, that is the quantity del n1 upon del g upon del n1 is equal to g1 bar. Okay, this one is we taken at here and the bar. New term for this we obtain. Okay, we just replace this g1 bar instead of this. Okay, then del g upon del n2 we will obtain the g2 bar. So on del g del n2 we will obtain the gith bar. Okay, therefore new terms we introduce for these mathematical terms. This term is nothing but the partial molar free energy, and it is also called as the chemical potential. This quantity is also called as the chemical potential, and other notation for this is also mu I. Okay, for the Gi also we can use the mu I as a notation, and it is also called as chemical potential or the Gibbs partial molar free energy. Therefore we can replace these mathematical terms with G1, G2, Gith in this equation. Therefore the next equation will be del G dt at constant pressure, constant n1, constant n2 dash 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 ni plus, okay, dt is the constant, remember, del g upon dp, then dp plus. Okay, up to this you have studied in SYBSC. Okay, this term is minus sdt and this is the vdp. Okay, you learn in the SYBSC. Okay, then we not replace this with the minus sdt or vdp. We remain keep it is as a del g upon dt at a constant pressure n1 n2 up to nth. Therefore next term del g upon del n1 we have replaced with the g1 bar del dn1 plus g2 bar dn2 plus so on at the last g bar I dni. This is the new equation is obtained, and in this equation g1 bar, g2 bar and gi bar is nothing but the partial molar free energy or chemical potential. Therefore partial molar free energy can be defined as the change in free energy. Okay, change in free energy means change in free energy when you add ith mole of substance in large quantity of substance or a system, large quantity of system. Okay, if system is large quantity, then composition remains unchanged. If system is a large, in this case also composition not changed. Okay, therefore change in free energy when you add the ith mole or ith quantity of substance, your ith or ith number of substance in large quantity of system, composition remains unchanged, then the change in this change of free energy is nothing but the partial molar free energy or the chemical potential. Okay, now the condition for equilibrium is when the quantity of partial molar free energy for each constituent or each substance remains constant in each phase. This is the condition for the equilibrium. Remember that condition for equilibrium is the your partial molar free energy of a substance in each phases remains constant during equilibrium, then equilibrium is maintained. This is the condition for the maintaining equilibrium. Okay, this is all about the what is meaning of partial molar free energy and how we obtain its equation. Okay, this is not a very difficult equation. You can easily. There is only with terms added. Nothing is done on this equation remains. We just put in this equation the G1, G2 and Gith value as a partial molar free energy. Nothing we have did much more on this equation. This is all about the partial molar free energy. Thank you very much.